just watch it and tell me what comes to mind as you watch it.
Dwayne, you don't want to ask? Okay.
Yeah.
It kind of like puts me in a box where I'm just a guy from the video. And I'm so much more than that. I was a lot before that. I'll be a lot much more after that.
I feel like Dez is trying to recover ground. You know, things happen to you in life, and sometimes you just have to recover things that are lost.
Now, Desmond, who cooked today? Who cooked everything?
My mom cooked, Grandma Gray cooked, Grandma Moselle. Auntie Tamara, I think she brought the chairs or something over there.
He's definitely he's different. That was just something that was just dramatic. I mean, it's just, you know, it has affected him in so many ways.
I told you earlier, wait till the Eagles win.
From a little child, Desmond was involved, and I believe he played t-ball first, actually baseball, played football.
Always want to see the best in someone, love family, love his mom and his dad.
When I first met him, I was supposed to cut his hair, but I was so busy that I wasn't able to cut his hair. I mean, found out he was like part of the NFL. It's pretty cool that I talked to a dude that's in the NFL, and he's cool like that. You don't meet that too often.
Tried to instill in him leadership qualities, being able to interact with others, show concern for others. Dez was raised the right way, you know. Me and my wife, we did the best that we could.
Always had respect as a young man growing up, and his father is in law enforcement too, so just always, you know, have respect for him.
If you're ever stopped, you know, for any reason, listen to what they have to say. Respond the correct way. Respect their authority. I'm sure that that's ingrained in him.
Yes.
What's up, bud?
What's up? This is my man Tremaine. Mano right here.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
We got D over there. Chico. My man Chico over there. Yeah, this is my guy Mano, man. When I first came down here to Georgia, need a haircut real bad. Came up in here, my man got me together.
We'll put you in the game like EA Sports.
I haven't driven in like months. So I had a gym out here. It was called BGA Sports. I was training there, training the kids and the youth. And I would stay there too because I had to. I would train all day. I didn't have a home or a place to go because of the situation. We were losing funds because I was trying to pay my doctor bills and pay the, you know, the court costs and all that stuff. So then I really didn't have much after that. It's kind of like a domino effect.
I was actually here. I came down to see Dez that weekend. I was eating breakfast. Dez had left to go get a haircut.
Two Caucasian kids, they pulled up beside me and then they pulled up in front of me and they were kind of like brake checking me down the road. So I'm like, this is just two young kids. I'm just gonna ignore the situation. So then I keep going and they pull up beside me and they're screaming out racial slurs.
Because I was wondering like where he at, because he just called me, was like, man, I'm on the way.
I get up to the next light trying to ignore him. I have my window down and here a cup of coffee, it like comes through the window, it hits the ledge and then it like smacks me in the face. So I immediately put the car in park and I like jump out and I'm like, whoa, what's going on? And then they speed off.
County 911, what's the location of your emergency?
Yes, Jonesboro Road at the Target Shopping Center. There is a chase going on between...
There's an altercation out in the parking lot that's about to get physical.
Yeah, y'all probably need to just come on out here. I mean, it might not be anything bad, but, you know, somebody could end up getting shot. People are crazy.
It's like my chest beating real fast.
This guy's trying to shoot me.
Does he have a gun? Do you see a gun?
No, he's keep hollering though. He take up lucky doors. Oh, they're locked.
All right, don't go near him.
The police is there now. They're there now.
Okay, I'm gonna let them talk to them. Okay, thank you for calling us in.
Hey, you understand me? I'm not even doing nothing. I'm not even fighting back. I'm not even fighting back. I'm not even fighting back. I'm not even doing nothing, man. What's going on, man? Oh my God. You got shorts on. I didn't even.
It's unbelievable, man.
Lay down. I didn't even do nothing at all, man.
It's unbelievable.
I didn't even do nothing to you, man.
Lay on your
You
stomach.
stabbed me on my fucking head.
Lay down.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Settle down. Just relax. This is unbelievable.
I'm a minute out. You okay?
It's all right. Stay
Sit up. Sit up.
As I'm laying there on the ground, I was literally thinking like, man, I'm about to end up like the guys I see on TV. Like I was literally thinking about that.
I get a call. And Dad very calmly just said, Dad, there's been a situation. I need you to come to the site, up to the super target. When I got there, it was, needless to say, quite interesting what had just occurred.
Well, I see someone who's in a full fight or flight kind of mode where you're completely in a panic, a fear, or a highly emotional state.
But he was also very in the moment in that as I appeared on the scene and I'm trying to ascertain what's going on, I see the police car. I'm walking toward it, but I had enough sense being in law enforcement not to walk immediately up to the vehicle. I stopped about 15 feet, but I'm still trying to ascertain what's going on because I really don't know what's happening at this point. But Dez was telling me out of the back of the car, you know, just giving me some generalities. Hey, Dad, this happened. This is what's going on. Things like that.
Every day I'm reminded of something. I look at my wrists and see the cuts that from the handcuffs, or if I see my tooth is still knocked out. So it's not that I can get over it. Every day I look in the mirror, I smile, my tooth is still knocked out.
People often integrate major negative traumatic life events into their personal life narrative. It becomes a key story when they talk to people about who they are, therefore can alter the trajectory of someone's life.
Like when people ask me like, how are you feeling, how are you doing, I really answer based off of that moment because anything can happen. Like I drive down the street, if I see a cop car, I'm gonna do something erratic, something that's not me. Like my heart starts beating like crazy. I get scared as ever. I pull over to the right or just do stuff that I wouldn't do because they really just make me that terrified.
It is not by might, but it is by your spirit that we move
It's very difficult to see your own son, you know, a son that you saw him be birthed, and you have hopes, dreams, and aspirations for him.
People say a lot of things until it happened to you, until it come home, you know, to where you at, because I would never thought that this would happen to our family, and it has. I
felt a range of emotions, but I had to, you know, just try to keep as much composure as I could. But as a unapologetically, I must say, a black man in this particular climate, man, that was tough. I wouldn't want to see anybody go through that, but it had just happened to my son, so it's very painful. It's been a very painful process. You know, I've had to be strong, you know what I'm saying? And I make no apologies for that, because that's how I'm built. You know, you heard my wife allude to our faith. Our faith is everything. God has been a very present help in the time of trouble with us. So, but, you know, we're making it. We're taking it day by day.
I'm still trying to get my life back, and I'm still trying to get money. I'm still trying to get my happiness back.
I just hope he can move on to be stronger from that, and like I say, be stronger mentally, and to do whatever he wanted to do before. I want him to do it 2 times as more. I mean, don't let that stop him at all.
But it's just a good thing that I'm in a position to, you know, make this story or things like this carry on. Even from just Trayvon Martin's mom calling me, like, just happy that I could tell the story that her son wasn't allowed to tell her. She could relate to me like my mom, or, you know, Alton Sterling's mom.
When did you first see the video?
I have never seen it.
And that's a conscious decision?
Yes.
Why don't you want to see it?
I just can't see that happening to my baby.
This kind of makes me eager to just really speak up and show people who I am. I'm not just a guy in the video.
I'm glad it's recorded, because I feel like, and I thank God that, you know, my son is one of the ones that, you know, is still alive and is able to stand and fight for other young men or people that this is happening to. And I'm glad that it did go viral.